Because it's already been used.
Oh, yeah.
So ain't nothing new about it.
No.
The only reason it's new for them is that just another house they live, they went to, that they never been to. But somebody already done slept in that bed.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
And most of the time we just remarry again because they got some money and the first one didn't have it. I go shop now, I go do what I want to do. Oh, yeah, I love him, but I love my first husband, but ooh, this man, ooh, child. Oh, child, he got money, oh, child. I just asked for anything. And when he died, you go looking for another.
Oh, yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong, y'all. Don't get me wrong. Men are just as bad as women, and women are just as bad as men. Some say looking for love. You know, that's true. I just need somebody there. Y'all know years ago I said this. That if it was not for the real McCoy or what a woman or a Bowery and had, not a man would look at her. And you wouldn't be looking at him.
Oh, yeah.
We need to understand. So what we need to do is recognize is that that's why we need to go back and look at the scripture and realize that God created us both.
Right.
There was a purpose in His creation. Not only just to multiply and replenish, that's known as out of the doorway anyway, except for those that hadn't gotten married. I've never been able to understand that before they get married, they have team. And then when they get married, they have 0 team. They don't want no more then. They fussing, they fighting, they kicking, they something. You was thinking about that before we said I do.
Oh, yeah.
Because you was afraid that you going to lose, but now you got mad, now change the rules on it.
Oh, yeah. Sure do.
I don't know why I'm going all this way, but let's move on. Responsibility. Some of us are so irresponsible.
You got that right.
We need to be taking on responsibility. No, you can't. I don't feel like it. And that's why sometimes we need to stop and think about when we set up and testify how great God is, and all of that, and God did this, and you're not responsible. You don't take on responsibility. Anybody asks you to do something, you got all kind of excuses and can't get them out.
Oh, man.
Can you cook a cake? I got my grandkids. You're trying to find some excuse to keep from being responsible, especially in the body of Christ. We need to learn how to deal with this, y'all.
Right.
Make an adjustment. I'm talking about returning. I'm not talking about because you went out and commit, hold them or something like that. Because some of us, we ain't going to go out and do all of that stuff. But there are some things that all of this major stuff, we already know that will keep us out of heaven. But there are some little things, there are some little things that we really need to pay attention to that we can overcome. See, God is more than just a God that takes us over a little hill. God can take us over the mountain, but it may be a fight getting to the top of the mountain, but when he gets you to the top of the mountain, you don't have to worry about coming down because you look down.
Oh, yeah.
No resistance going down.